What moment made you say, "Yep, I'm definitely dead," but survived with no major injuries? Not me, but my mom before I was born. She was riding in a convertible with a friend of hers. They came to an intersection and the friend wasn't paying attention and lost control of the vehicle. There was a big rig going through the intersection and they went right under the trailer. My mom ducked, the driver didn't not. Driver was decapitated. My mom was lucky and only ended up with a scalp full of glass and some serious psychological trauma. She had to get over 200 stitches in her scalp but nothing else significant. I think about it all the time and think how close I came to never being born at all. Going out for lunch one day, I'm driving down an industrial road and I see a semi-truck coming towards me in the opposite lane. No biggie, everyone is doing the speed limit, everyone is in their lane, and then I see the trailer of the truck start jackknifing into my lane. Imagine this. https://u2 b/bwa2udpmc #t=2m10s only coming right at me. I can't stop. Stop and I'm dead. I can't turn into the path of the truck, that's suicide. So I do the only thing I can do. I was driving down a highway, doing 65 miles per hour, and suddenly my car started to shake. I tapped the brakes in reflex and my entire car flipped 180 degrees. I'm now facing oncoming traffic, including a semi-truck. I was so close I couldn't see the driver compartment. I screamed and jerked the wheel, bringing me in front of a sedan with two people screaming as they watched me appear out of nowhere. I kept screaming and floored the gas pedal. Made it to the side of the road and cried for a long time. I had blown a rear tire. Hitting the brakes was a terrible choice. The hood on my car came open at 60 on the highway and completely blocked my sight in heavy traffic. I panicked and jerked the wheel a little bit, which caused me to fishtail a little bit. I shit you not, my driver's education teacher's words from 5 years prior rang in my head to lean down and look through the space at the bottom of the hood. I pulled over and used some wire I found in the trunk to keep the hood closed. Anytime you close your hood, make sure it latches securely by pulling on the hood like you're trying to lift the front of the car off the ground. Edit, Jesus, this is a lot more common than I thought. Had a paintball fight on Christmas morning with two cousins and their neighbor kid at around 13 years old with our brand new guns we got as gifts. The neighbor got mad, ran home, came back with a shotgun, and pointed at my face. All I remember is looking at the ground and waiting to die. Edit, the kid was 11 to 12. He did have his own paintball gun, and had already shot me a couple times before I got him. He was my cousin's neighbor. I think it was the first time I ever met him. It was 20-ish years ago, as I'm 33 now, so I can't even remember if I told my parents. I don't know if anything happened to him or not. I'll ask my cousin. Edit 2, cousin said we never told parents. Maybe we were scared of retaliation. I know I never touched that paintball gun again though. I had leg cramp and a momentary blackout when swimming in a diving pool when I was 16. I was really active that I overexert my limit. Surprisingly, I didn't really panicked. Just the dreadful thought, oh shit, I'm fucked. Funny thing is that I didn't really wiggle my hands out of the pool panickingly like I usually see in the TV, just silently sinking. Good thing the pool guard on duty noticed me and went for my rescue by pulling me out. Really wish I thanked the guard more that he saved me instead of me cluelessly sitting outside the lobby after the accident. When I lost control of my car and flew off a 13-foot embankment and slammed into a tree. My knee was up near my ear cause the axle came up through the floor. I thought I could fix it, because I knew if I didn't my dad was gonna be so mad at me. Shock. I walked away with 0 injuries but the car was totaled. To this day we have no idea how I didn't die. No, dad wasn't mad at me. We did sell the van to the farmer across the street though, he wanted it. 3 weeks later we see the car back on the road, in good condition, and we have no idea how. In fact, 20 years later the dude's daughter is still driving it. On an airplane with my dad on our way home to Britain from Florida when I was 14. We flew through Hurricane Katrina, like literally flew through the thing. It was nothing like any turbulence I've ever experienced in my life. I felt like the ball bearing in a can of spray paint. During the experience, me and my dad looked at each other for a second in a way that meant, we're fucked but it's been good. Absolutely terrifying and pretty damn relieving after it was over. Edit, thanks for the silver kind strangers. I don't know what it means but cheers all the same. I was in the turret on an MRAP in Afghanistan. We hit a bump in the road and the vehicle tilted hard. If we had gone much more, or if the driver had eaten a lighter breakfast, we would have tumbled down a steep slope into a river. I would have either been crushed in the rollover or drowned in the river. Fortunately, we righted and kept going, but for a second I was looking at an awful lot of open space where normally I'd only see armor. There's also the time I almost died from dysentery. Same place, about 2 weeks after the truck incident as it happens. Good times.